When we look at the world around us, we see that it's a broken world. We see an awful lot of pain, suffering, sickness and selfishness. But God doesn't want it to be like that. He wants it to be a world full of love. He wants us to love each other. And we see some of that in this world. We see the love of a mother for a child, and we see people giving to charity. But we see a lot more brokenness and a lot more selfishness. Now the problem is that everyone, you, me, everyone else, we've all decided at some point in our life to move from this place of love to this place of selfishness and brokenness. And the Bible calls that sin. Now sin is like a trap. Once we step into this brokenness, we get caught in it and we find it difficult to escape. Now, different people try different things. Some people might try drink and drugs to escape. But drink and drugs doesn't really help. It just becomes like a bungee cord that snaps us straight back into this brokenness when it's finished. Other people try climbing the ladder of success, but that's the same. That becomes like a bungee cord that snaps us back into this place of brokenness. Some people try relationships, but even relationships can go wrong. And some people try religion, but religion in itself doesn't help us escape from this place of brokenness. Now God sees this. He sees that we're in this place of brokenness and selfishness. So He has a plan. So what He did, He came down to earth as a man. Now that man was Jesus. Now He lived a perfect life. He lived a life full of love. He never sinned. He never lived in this place of brokenness and selfishness. He only lived here. He taught people to love each other. He healed the sick. He loved people. But the religious people of His day, they hated Him and they executed Him on a cross. Now the amazing thing is that because He was free of this brokenness, He was also free from death. So after 3 days, He rose from the dead. And He hung around for a few months, and a lot of people saw Him, and after that, He went back to heaven. Now what this means is that this creates a possibility for you to move from this place of brokenness to this place of love. You can experience this love in your heart. Now the way you do this is first of all turn your heart away from here back to here. And you do that in prayer. Then you make Jesus King of your heart. You make Him King of your heart and allow Him to change your heart. And what will happen is He'll make you a new creation. He will change your heart. What that means is that you can live in this place of love now, not just in the future when you die, but also now before you die. And the best way to do this is to follow Jesus. The best way to follow Jesus through this is by baptism, because baptism is a bit like following Jesus through His death and resurrection. So where do you feel you are today? Do you feel you're in this place of brokenness, or do you feel you're in this place of love? You feel you're here. Where would you like to be? Would you like to be here? Would you like to be here? You feel yourself here? You'd like to be here? Is there anything today stopping you doing this? To turn your heart away from this place of brokenness and selfishness, turn your heart back to this place of love, making Jesus King of your heart, allowing Him to make you a new creation, and deciding to get baptised so you can follow Jesus through His death and resurrection.